Our first guest heads a global crypto exchange with over $1 billion in daily trading volume. Joining us now is Bitstamp CEO Julian Sawyer. Welcome, Julian. You know, you've been the CEO of Bitstamp for the past 6 months. How has it been going? What's keeping you up at night?
It's been a really good journey. Bitstamp has got an amazing reputation in the market as a global exchange, and so it's been really good for me to get involved with the team, but also to talk to our customers. And clearly, over the bull run over the last few months, it's been an exciting ride for us and also for our customers.
Yeah, we're seeing Binance US and BlockFi are hiring former top banking regulators. Coinbase is going public or has gone public. So comment on these big moves among these exchanges.
This is just one of many steps, many years, which is about legitimizing the crypto industry in financial services. And we're just seeing that the crypto exchanges and those that are valuing regulation and compliance first are really coming closer and closer to the financial services industry. So we're seeing that we're hiring people out of the financial services industry. We're seeing some of our competitors doing that as well. So this is just the logical next stage and the legitimacy of our industry.
Any plans for Bitstamp to go public?
We've got a long journey ahead of us. We're very excited about our opportunities, launching new products and growing the business, both in the US and also the rest of the world. So at the moment, we're heads down and just doing the job.
Yeah. Coinbase commented that Binance has a leg up in terms of not having to be as regulated. They are offering novel financial products like fractionalized Tesla or Coinbase stocks. Do you see Bitstamp headed in that direction?
Well, we see ourselves as a compliance-first regulated exchange, and so that is really, really important, that we want to ensure that we're giving our customers the best protection, whether that is consumers or the institutions. We will always ensure that our customers are getting the right products for them, but in a compliant way. So once those services, those capabilities, those products are allowed to be on our exchange, then we will look at all kinds of things. We launched 3 new assets this week. We'll be doing a lot more the rest of this year as well.
What about decentralized exchanges? Do you think centralized exchanges will eventually be phased out?
I don't, but I think what is really interesting here is it just goes back to regulation, compliance, system stability, and the T word, trust. And what we all know is that if people are going to invest their money, if they're going to put their savings in there, if they're going to have payments, whether that's a salary or just buying Bitcoin or whatever, it's all around trust. And so therefore, while there's a market out there for decentralized exchanges, it's the centralized which is giving you that trust, giving you that undertaking, ensuring that everything is doing in the right way is key.
So Bitstamp was founded in Luxembourg. You're primarily focused on Europe. What can you tell us about European investors? What kind of metrics are you seeing? Are people taking Bitcoin off of exchanges? What's the distribution between retail and institutional?
We're seeing, we're seeing over the bull run an amazing growth in all of our markets, not just only in Europe, but in the US and also Asia, which we opened an office last year. So we're not necessarily seeing a different split. We're not seeing anything fundamentally different apart from just a huge interest. And I think we should not underestimate the institutional change that's happened over the last 6 to 12 months, where you've got regulators who perhaps in the past haven't been that interested, are now absolutely looking and ensuring that we're providing the protection for consumers, but you've got the institutions also going into this space. And so I think this is where it's exciting. And we've got to remember, this is a global industry and it's a global product. So while we were founded in Europe, we are operating on a global basis.
What percentage would you say are your retail versus institutional customers?
I haven't got that information at hand, unfortunately. Sorry.
Fair enough. You know, over the weekend we saw a flash crash with with Bitcoin. People were over leveraged and long on Bitcoin, which triggered forced closures. Did you see that playing out on Bitstamp?
We represent a huge percentage of the global market. So we're seeing different changes within what happened over the last few days with regard to the Bitcoin price. I think for us, this is just a normal correction of a high growth asset, and over the last couple of days, it's relatively stabilized. So we would see that going up over the next few days as well.
Bitstamp doesn't offer Doge to buy, sell, or trade. Walk me through your reasoning behind that one.
Well, I think it started as a bit of a joke in the first place, didn't it? What we need to do is we are launching products and our assets that are understood, have got the liquidity, have got the stability, and have got the trust. And of course, we work with the regulators both in the US and in Europe. So this is about doing the right thing. As and when we feel that is the right time for that product, we will look at all products and launch different assets in the future as well. But this isn't a scramble to the latest hype. This is about ensuring that we are having a compliance and risk version first, as opposed to just chasing the headlines.
Right. Julian, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Appreciate your insights.
Appreciate your time.